Hey everyone, it's Sarah. I am about to get started on working on Caylan's first grade year in her school album. So I wanted to kind of show you, I already have half of it done, but I'm going to finish it up today. So I just kind of wanted to show you what I have done so far, and then you're going to see the process for the rest of it. And I'll kind of talk a little bit about some of the supplies I'm using and things like that. So this is her kindergarten year. If you guys want to see more details on this, I'm going to have a link in the description here, and you can actually watch a more detailed thing about that. I just don't want to go through it right now because this will be too long. Okay, so I started her first grade year here. So I'm doing this in a project lifestyle, as you can tell. And it's so much easier to get a lot of stuff in here without having like 15 layouts for first grade. So I have her little title card here for first grade, and I have the name of her school and where we live, and I'm putting the mascots of her school as well because we're military, so we're going to be moving around a lot. So she's going to be in a few different schools here. So this is her first day of school. So I took a little picture of her in the driveway, ready to go. I'm doing a signature card every year. So every year I'm going to have her write her name so I can kind of see how her handwriting changes throughout her school years. This is just a little filler card. It says hello first grade. This is a little thing that her teacher gave her on Meet the Teacher night. They had a little snack pack and everything with a little poem. So this is the name tag she wore first day of school. I ripped it off her shirt when she came home and stuck it in here. This is a little card that I wrote to her at Meet the Teacher night, and then her teacher gave her the card on the first day of school there. And this is a little visitor pass that that I have to get every time I go to her school to do anything. So I just kept one of those because I thought they were pretty. This right here is an 8.5 by 11 page protector. So I'm gonna include a few in each year, but this is a little letter that her teacher wrote to her introducing herself. This is a coloring that Caylan did the first day of school as well. Sorry, my phone's going off and I did not put it on silent. This she did on the first day of school as well. They did little frames and stuff, almost like a photo booth, so that was super cute. So she came home with just this brown part, and then I put it on top of this apple pattern paper from a school pack from Studio Calico, I believe. So I made it almost like a little layout, but I just stuck that on there. And then the back side here is also something that she did at school, and it says adjectives that describe me. So she wrote some adjectives down and did a little self-portrait there. Let's see. So this part is done as well. So this is her school picture for first grade. Went to the book fair, so I wrote a little bit about that, and I cut this out from the little advertisement they sent home. This was her school supply list. Sorry. So I cut that out. This is a little punch card they got for reading. If they get like a 75% or better, they got a punch, and when they filled it up, they got a prize. This is a little drawing she did about, they went to the zoo for a field trip, and so she wrote about her favorite animal that she saw, which was the tiger. This is a little note that her teacher wrote to her because Caylan made her a birthday card. So her teacher gave her a little note back. This is just her in a cute little outfit and getting ready to go to school, so I snapped a picture. And then this side is where I'm going to start. I need to finish it, but right here they did like this was an ornament that her teacher gave her. She painted ornaments for all the kids and stuff, and then included like a little hot chocolate packet as well. So I kept the card that she put in there and just kind of journaled a little bit about that. This was a Christmas name tag she had on for something for school. And then this was a little performance that they did at a middle school here. The first and second grade classes did a little winter performance. And for that, I kept the program for that as well. So this is describing it, and then, her name is back here. So that's all I have done so far. I have everything else planned out and ready to go, which is what I'm going to be working on right now. So I have Post-its, so I know where everything's going to go. So this is gonna fill it up. So this right here and this right here, and then her first grade year will be done. But let me go ahead and show you a tiny bit about what I'm going to be including and how I kind of make things work. So I have a couple supplies here. I just have some simple story letter stickers. I have some Project Life cards. I am using the Project Life Blessed Edition mostly in this, but I pulled a couple things that could work. And then I have some stickers here that I got at Walmart. Like, I got these at Walmart. I have some flare badges that I pulled from my stash that I just thought worked really well with school. And then I have a couple of these Daily Flash Milk Money from October Afternoon things. I haven't used any of this stuff yet, but I may. And yeah, that's it for supplies. I'm just going to be kind of pulling from that stuff plus the Project Life edition that I have. And as far as big things, so I have a few things that are like 8.5 by 11. Like I have this right here that her teacher gave to her on the last day of school. She got a little award for being the most artistic. So those I'm going to easily put into an 8.5 by 11 page protector and stick it in. This is her last report card, so I'm going to put that in the back. I have a little pocket in the back that you'll see where I'll put that. And then, you know, her teacher sent home her name tag that was on her desk, so I'm going to cut this down and stick it in. And there's a couple of bigger items that I wanted to include in the album, but didn't necessarily want to, you know, it's going to get really bulky if I put everything in there. So this is like her AR thing. She got an awesome job for completing all of her AR reading goals. And then this is just a cute little project that they made, and they put her into the Mount Rushmore thing, because they did a unit on Mount Rushmore and then some stuff in the middle. I wanted to include those, but not necessarily have them in the actual physical things in the album. So what I did was I took pictures of them and then I printed out the pictures. So this is going to go in a 4x6 slot, and this is going to go in a 3x4 slot. And they're going to fit easily in there. They're not going to take up a ton of room, but you can still see some of the things that she earned and that she worked on. And then this I'm just going to put in her art box, which is something I'm keeping, you know, big things like this that I don't necessarily want to put into a scrapbook. I'm keeping them in there. So that's kind of how I'm making that work. Other than that, I have pictures printed. So I'm going to just go ahead and get started. I'm going to put you on fast forward, and yeah, so you can see my process. Hope you guys enjoy it. Okay, I got my coffee, I got my bones, and I'm ready to go. I think I have 4 more episodes to watch on season 9, which is all that's on Netflix right now, so I'm trying to get through it quickly. Okay, so the easiest thing for me to do first was to put those 2 8.5 by 11 elements in there. So I just put them in an 8.5 by 11 page protector and stuck them in. And now I'm going to start working on my slots here. So I have all my pictures printed, and I have labeled where I'm going to put everything. So I'm just going to go ahead and place everything where I want it to go. And so I have the regular Design A from Becky Higgins, which is on the right, and then on the left is I don't know what letter that is. It's a design something else. I don't know what number, but you know, it's just like Design A, but it's like 90 degrees tilted. So it just gives it a little bit of a variety throughout the album, and then I can put, you know, vertical 4x6 pictures in there, just like, you know, her school picture, and then the one down on the bottom there, which is from her birthday. So I wanted to make sure that I was able to put things like that in there. So that's why I used the 2 different page protectors. So I'm working on her spring picture. They do spring pictures at her school. So I went ahead and attached the picture to the back of that card that I had used. You know, the opposite side is something else on the other side. And I just like the color. So I also added a little pencil from October Afternoon, and I'm using these little little letters. I don't know exactly what to call them. They're stamps, and then they were cut out from using a die cut as well. Nicole Jones actually sent me those. I won a little prize package from her, and she included a whole bunch of these cute little letter, they end up looking like letter stickers, but they're homemade, if that makes any sense at all. But yeah, so I was super excited to get those. So I'm using some here, and I'm just spelling out the word spring pick. And spring is in like a blue color, and then the pick is in kind of a greenish color. So I'm going to go ahead and get those stuck down. Now I wanted to add one more thing on there, and I believe I'm going to grab a gold heart to put on there as well. I'm kind of looking through my stuff here that's sitting next to me. Yeah, I grab a little gold heart, and I'm going to stick that right there. And that's going to complete that one. So I'm going to go ahead and get it into the slot. And then this one is just that picture of the certificate that I took. So that's in there now too. And then her Mount Rushmore project is in there too. And I like that I was just able to include those without adding the bulk of the other two of the actual physical things. So I love that tip. I actually got that tip from Becky Higgins. She said that she does that a lot with some of her kids' schoolwork. Instead of including everything and having it be so big and bulky, she takes pictures of a lot of things and then she'll either, keep it somewhere else or she'll toss it. And I just thought that was a great tip. So this card here is her Valentine's, and I kept the Valentine that her teacher gave her, and then I kept these little stickers from her Valentines that she chose, and she chose Disney princesses. So I just kept a couple of the little stickers that went inside the Valentines instead of using the big one that she had as well, because I wanted to make sure I included the one from her teacher. And I'm just going to write Caylan's Valentines up there. I think it'd be fun to look back and see which Valentines she chose to give her classmates every year. Kind of a little sign of what she's into at the time as well. So I'm going to stick that in there, and that's done. And now I'm working on her birthday picture. This was taken the morning of her birthday, and she did go to school on her birthday, and her school does allow like sweets and cupcakes and stuff, so we took some cupcakes to her school that morning with her. And that was fun. And I did not take pictures of the cupcakes. I don't know why, but I didn't. So, but this one is good enough. And I'm looking for some letter stickers right now. Sorry, my elbow's like all up in the way. I found these basic gray ones, but I don't have all of the letters I need. I'm trying to figure out if I can manipulate anything, and I really just can't. So I'm going to pull some that are actually the same font. They're just a different color. But on her picture, I used a little square cut there. It says number and then the number 7. And those both came in some of my hip kits. I think the square piece came from an LE Studio cut apart sheet in December, one of their Christmas lines. And then the number 7 came in a die cut pack. I don't know who from. It was kind of recent though, I think. But yeah, I had kept those together there because I just thought they went well, and then I knew Caylan was having her 7th birthday come up, so I just kind of stuck everything there. I fast forward a little bit because, putting those letter stickers on there was a little painful, so it took a little bit of time. So I'm just journaling here about her turning 7. And that's done, so I'm going to go ahead and stick that in here. And I have to cut it down a little bit. It's a little bit just a tiny bit too big for the page protector, and then I get it in and it's still kind of buckling up a little bit, so I'm going to cut a tiny bit more off, and then it's perfect. And that page is done. So now onto this one here. So that picture up there is a little picture of a South Carolina project she did. Each kid got a different state to work on, and so she made a little poster of South Carolina. And then the one I just put in there is a picture that her teacher actually took, and she sent home some pictures at the end of the school year. So that's her with a little cube that she made with toothpicks and marshmallows. This right here is her teacher, and it's a picture that they took close to the last day of school. So I'm writing her teacher's name on a little piece of cardstock, cutting it into a banner, and I'm going to stick it on there. That way she'll always remember her name and remember her. And I am going to start working on these 2 4x6 slots, and I need cards for them. So I'm just going through my blush kit and picking out a couple of cards that are going to work well here. And in the lower left-hand corner there, I do have a picture of her class. It's a class picture they took on their field trip at the zoo, but I don't want to show a bunch of other people's kids without permission, so I'm just going to keep it turned over for the video part. But that is a class picture of everyone in her class. Okay, so this one here is a picture of her outside of her school, and this was during National Reading Week, and they got to take a stuffed animal on the last day of the reading week, and they had a lot of fun, reading different books, and they got to go outside and take their stuffed animals and all that stuff. Caylan chose to take her American Girl doll, and I was kind of nervous because those things are not cheap, and I was talking to her a lot about, making sure we take care of Isabel and don't let your friends, don't give her off to your friends and let her get dirty or messed up or anything like that, but she took very good care of her. I was really proud. So I took those same basic gray letters and wrote out Isabel, and now I'm just journaling about how they had that day at school and she chose to take Isabel with her. And I had to draw a couple more lines, so I'm just doing that real quick. It doesn't match completely, but I don't care. It's fine. The story's told, that's what's important. And this picture here is her last day of school. And I'm going to use these Simple Stories alphabet stickers from their Snap collections. And I'm going to spell out last day. I have multiple packs of these, as you can see. I have 3 packs. And that's just because, there's not that many of each alphabet, like in the same colors. So I want to use all of the teal, but I had to go through 3 different packs to find all the letters that I needed. So that's why I got so many of those packs, because I love the letters and I love the font and the colors and stuff, but there's just not that much on each individual sheet. So I wanted to make sure I could get some good use out of them. So I'm spelling out last day, and I'm going to talk about her last day. I'm going to go ahead and get all these put together first so that I don't end up losing them or anything like that. And yeah, I'm just going to do some journaling about how proud I am. I'm trying to do, at the end of each school year, I'm going to do either a little card or something like that, kind of almost like a little note to her, telling her how proud I was of her for doing so well in school and all that good stuff. I did that for kindergarten, and I'm doing that for her first grade here as well. And then after that, I'm going to, there's Layla, you can see her hands there. I'm going to find one more 3x4 card here, and I'm going to talk about her end of the year party, because her end of the year party was really cool. Her teacher, her parents live on a ranch here in town, and they have horses and stuff, so she invited the entire class and their families out to the ranch, and we had, a big potluck, and the kids got to ride horses, which was a lot of fun, and they played games and ate s'mores, and then her teacher had made a slideshow of the class throughout the year. So that was a lot of fun. So I'm just journaling about that, and that's what the picture is. Right there to the left, to the right of that journaling card is Caylan on the horse. So, okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and put her little name tag here in the album. So I am going to cut it down to a 12-inch strip here, just cutting off each end, and I'm making sure her name is in the middle. And then I'm going to go ahead and just use my regular 3-ring hole punch and just punch the holes in it. And I gotta line it up a little bit with this because I want to make sure I get it, straight or get it correct. It's still a little bit off, but it's not too bad. It doesn't stick out of the album or anything, so I'm calling it good. So I'm going to go ahead and get these in, and that's going to complete Caylan's first grade year in her album. So thanks for joining me today, guys. If you guys have any questions, let me know, and I'll see you again real soon. Bye.